Number 6. The Voynich Manuscript. Imagine opening a book only to discover it's written in a language that no one, no cryptographer, no linguist, not even the almighty internet, can understand. That's the Voynich Manuscript, the most confusing, unreadable, headache-inducing book ever made. This thing showed up in the early 15th century and has since been passed around by collectors like a cursed Pokémon card. It's got 20-40 pages of mystery language, bizarre botanical drawings of plants that don't exist, and naked women bathing in what looks like alien plumbing. Naturally, everyone and their code-cracking cousin has tried to decipher it. Some say it's a coded medical text. Others think it's an elaborate hoax. Some believe it's a lost alchemical manual, or written by a lunatic with too much time and too many colored inks. I has even taken a crack at it, and failed. That's right, a machine that can generate human-like language, write songs, and explain quantum physics got stumped by this weird little medieval fever dream. One theory suggests it's glossolalia, a form of speaking in tongues, but written. So, a really fancy case of scribble-babble. The kicker, it's so consistently weird that it feels intentional, like someone meant to make it unreadable, either to hide something or just to troll humanity across centuries. If it is a hoax, it's the Mona Lisa of hoaxes. If it's not, it's a Rosetta Stone wrapped in a migraine. Number 5. Greek fire. Think napalm but ancient, and also way more dramatic. Greek fire was a Byzantine superweapon that could burn on water, cling to ships like a jealous ex, and turn naval battles into floating barbecues. And the recipe, completely lost to time. Because of course it is. The Byzantines started using this around the 7th century. And it was so terrifying that enemy fleets literally turned around mid-battle to avoid becoming flaming shipwrecks. It was like Game of Thrones dragonfire, except launched from tubes mounted on ships, essentially medieval flamethrowers. This stuff didn't just burn, it stuck. To wood, to people, to water. And once it was on you, putting it out, you were accepting your fate. Water didn't work. In fact, water made it worse. Like a grease fire on steroids with a grudge. So what was it made of? No one knows. Historians have guessed everything from pine resin and naphtha to sulfur, quicklime, and unicorn rage. The Byzantines kept the formula on lockdown so hard, even their own descendants couldn't figure it out. Some say the recipe was passed down verbally, which seems like a great idea if you don't want your weaponized science to survive. Hey son, here's the secret to our empire's dominance. Try not to forget it after 3 flagons of wine. What we do know is that Greek fire helped save Constantinople more than once. It was the medieval equivalent of pulling out the big guns. Except no one's really sure what the gun was. Basically, it was ancient military-grade barbecue sauce, and humanity lost the recipe. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me. Number 4. The Stone Spheres of Costa Rica. You ever decorate your garden with lawn ornaments? Now imagine you're an ancient civilization in Costa Rica, and you decide that the best way to impress your neighbors is to carve perfectly round stone spheres, some of which weigh up to 15 tons. These mysterious orbs, also called las bolas, date back to around 600 CE. There are over 300 of them scattered across the region, made mostly from a type of rock called gabbro, and they are weirdly spherical, like better than most machine-made. Spherical. Some are tiny, the size of a grapefruit. Others are massive and could crush your car like a soda can. But why? And how? And more importantly, seriously why? No written records exist from the people who made them, so all we've got are theories. Maybe they were status symbols. Maybe they marked tribal territories. Maybe they were arranged in cosmic patterns to impress the gods, or align with constellations, or just to flex that sweet, sweet geometry. Then the Spanish showed up and, as history tends to go, nobody wrote anything down and many of the spheres got moved, looted, or blown up by dynamite because people thought gold was inside. Spoiler, it wasn't. Today they sit quietly in museums and fields, daring archaeologists to solve the mystery. But let's be honest. We'll probably never know if they were sacred, practical, or just ancient stone bowling balls for the world's most intense game night. Number 3. The Iron Pillar of Delhi. Rust, the mortal enemy of all things metal, Leave your bike out in the rain for 2 days and it looks like it was salvaged from a pirate shipwreck. And yet, standing proudly in Delhi, India is a 600-year-old iron pillar that refuses to rust. Like it all. This thing was built around 400 CE, and it's nearly 24 feet tall, weighing over 6 tons. It's pure iron, 98% of it, in fact, which should, by all logic, be a giant oxidized mess by now. But nope. It's out there, still flexing in the open air like a gym bro in sleeveless armor. Scientists have been poking at this mystery for decades. The current best guess. The ancient Indian blacksmiths used a combo of super high phosphorus and no sulfur or magnesium, which formed a protective passive layer over the iron. This magical rust repellent is called misawite, which sounds like a wizard's allergy medication but is apparently the key. The wild part is we still can't replicate it properly. Oh sure, we can sort of do it, but not exactly the way they did it naturally, with low-tech furnaces and presumably no YouTube tutorials. So either they stumbled upon a chemical miracle, or they were metalwork prodigies operating centuries ahead of their time, like, yeah, we just wanted to build something nice that doesn't crumble into sad orange flakes by the time your grandkids see it. Meanwhile, modern outdoor sculptures are out here bubbling like soda cans in a volcano. The iron pillar, just chilling, undefeated by time, air, and science's best attempts to humble it. Number 2, the sakura bird. Okay, picture an ancient Egyptian toy bird. Now give it wings shaped like an airplane. Welcome to the sakura bird, an artifact found in a tomb near, you guessed it, Saqqara, Egypt, and dating back to around 200 BCE. It's wooden, bird-shaped, but looks suspiciously like a glider. It's got a fuselage. It's got wings with aerodynamic curves. It's got a tail. What it doesn't have is a clear reason for existing. When it was first discovered in 1898, everyone assumed it was just a cute bird figurine. But then someone squinted it in the 1960s and went, hold up, this thing could fly. And now, to be fair, it doesn't exactly fly. Replicas have been tested and some do glide pretty well, depending on how they're tweaked, which raises the very juicy question. Were the ancient Egyptians dabbling in aviation? Theories range from, it was a child's toy, to, it was a weather vane, to maybe the Egyptians were secretly testing aircraft thousands of years early and just forgot to tell anyone. Because who wouldn't forget to write down, oh hey, we invented gliders today. There's even an inscription found nearby that translates to, I want to fly, which is either poetic foreshadowing or a very sarcastic tomb joke. So, either the Saqqara bird is an ancient model airplane lost in time, or just a really aerodynamic-looking bird statue that triggered a century of conspiracy theorists into full-blown paper plane mode. Number 1. The Longyu Caves. Imagine you and your neighbors decide to dig a backyard pond. But instead of water, you find the entrance to a giant hand-carved underground world that no one remembered existed. That's basically what happened in 1992 when a group of villagers in Longyu, China, stumbled upon one of the biggest, moments in archaeology. They drained a pool they thought was bottomless and uncovered a massive man-made cave. Then they found another. And another. In total, 24 enormous underground chambers carved straight into sandstone. No record of who made them, why they did it, or how they pulled it off. Each cave is the size of a football field. Some have stone columns, stairs, bridges, and carvings that all match up like they followed a single blueprint. And the chisel marks. Perfectly consistent across every inch. That means whoever did this wasn't just digging. They were crafting for what must have been years. Maybe decades. But here's the wildest part. No one mentioned these caves in any historical record, not a whisper. And we're talking about China, where scribes loved documenting everything. Wars, weather, bad omens. That time someone sneezed during a royal banquet. But 24 cave palaces carved with mind-melting precision. Nothing. And no signs of living quarters, tools, or storage. So it wasn't just an underground airbeam situation. Some people think it was a secret military base. Others think it was ceremonial. Or maybe an ancient art installation that went way over budget. The truth. We have zero idea. So either a forgotten civilization built an epic underground flex and collectively said, let's never speak of this again. Or we've just found the world's biggest prehistoric basement, and it's still giving archaeologists nightmares. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.